Hi everyone, my name is Anna Healey-Turner and I'm the artist from the Creative Collaborative Art School. So guys, how are we all feeling today? We are on day number 1 of the official Prime Minister's lockdown where we all have to stay at home. Anyway, so I have promised the parents of the children that attend my after-school art classes that I would continue to teach them art, but virtually. So here we go. This is my first lesson of the lockdown, so we'll see how this goes. Welcome to my spare bedroom, guys. I have to tell you, behind the scenes, it's an absolute mess because I've been panicking to get all of this ready together today. Right, so this half term we have been studying in the art school Woodland Creatures. So we've been doing clay projects and we've been making really cute little foxes, although some of the kids turn them into raccoons, which is really awesome, and squirrels and stuff like that. We've been making little things out of clay. So we're still going to be doing that, but we're going to be doing that in a slightly different way and not this lesson. So one of the next tutorials I'm going to continue with the clay project and teach you how to make your own at-home clay, which is going to be great. But today what we're going to be doing is drawing a sleeping fox in amongst some flowers, and we're going to be using mixed media, so watercolour pencils and acrylic paints. So guys, if you've got watercolour pencils, that's brilliant, and acrylic paints, that's really, really great as well. If you don't, then you can just adapt it with any old colouring equipment, say like crayons or poster paints, stuff like that. So yeah, the first thing that you're going to want to do though is you need like a scrap piece of paper, because I always like the children to just have a bit of a practice before they actually start on their main piece, so they can get a feel of what they're trying to create. Right, so this is a really straightforward way of drawing a fox. I know you're quite far away here, but I'm going to draw it in big with a black pen, and then what I want you to do is to go over it with pencil. Sort of. I'll explain in a minute. Anyway, so it's very straightforward the way that we're going to be drawing this fox today. Excuse the back of my head. So basically, I saw this on somebody else's and I thought it was a really good way of drawing a sleeping animal. So we're going to be doing a sleeping fox, but you can adapt that into actually like a sleeping deer and all sorts. So you basically just want to draw an egg shape. Can you all see that? Okay, cool. Yeah? Egg shape. Egg shape. And then, like, we're going to be drawing a smiley face. So quite a big round eyeball. And then another round eyeball. You can see I'm doing this with Sharpie pen, but you guys are going to be using pencil to do this. Not pen, because we want to be able to rub it out. So underneath those eyes, we want now like a smile. Like that. So there are your first stages. Can you see it looks like a funny smiley face? Okay, cool. Okay, this is the basis of our sleeping fox or the sleeping deer. So after you've done that, we want to get some ears on, because foxes have ears. So a triangle there. And then on the other side of the head, because this is going to be the head, guys, so you've got the curve just there. So if you put your pen here, and you're going to do another triangle like that. Can you all see that? Let's see. Can you all see that? Okay, look. Can't zoom in, but if you could just see 2 little triangles. What I'll do is I'll put these pictures of these up as well. Oh, actually, good idea. Let's just move you in. Can you see that better now? Yes. Awesome. Okay, cool. Okay, so now we've got our ears on. This bit here, can you see how that kind of goes down here? This is going to be the nose area of the fox or the deer. Okay, this is the nose. So we're going to put a little sleeping eye there. There's a little eye. This is the back leg now. Okay guys, so it still looks like the smiley face. This is the shape, what you're basically going to be putting now in pencil onto your watercolour paper. There. You see? So we've got head, we've got a sleeping eye, and this is as I was saying, this is going to be the nose area here. This is the tail, which will wrap around like that. So it'll be like lots of fur in here. So this will be the ear. This is the other ear. And there we go. So he's nice and asleep. Look, oh, tucked up behind his legs. This is his leg in here. When we've done this in pencil, basically what you're going to do is rub out these lines, rub out those lines. Okay? So after you've done those bits, then we're going to then be able to move on to doing some painting. So I'm just going to pause this, and then I'm going to show you what this looks like when we've done it in pencil after. Okay, so can you see that I've gone over my pencil lines with a black pen, and this is what I want you guys to do in pencil. So if I show you that, it's all backwards, so don't worry, I've just labelled it triangle 1, triangle 2, sleepy eye, and these were where our smiley face circles were, so that where the tail is, woo, there, that was the smile, you see? So then you're going to rub out the lines, so I want you to rub out all of those lines, rub them out, rub them out, rub them out. Remember, all of this is in pencil, not pen, because we're using watercolours. So when you're using watercolours, they're really transparent. So if you're using pen or anything like that, then you're just going to see it through it, which we don't want. But there you go. You've got a really tucked up little fox. And once we colour him in, it's going to actually look really quite realistic. So that's your basis, guys. Okay? Basis of your fox. And on your paper, all of this area is going to be where we're going to paint all of the flowers. So I hope that helps. I hope you can see what that is. You imagine all of the fur. This is good because this is going to help you teach you how to paint the fur. Right, so I want to show you the direction of the fur growth, guys. So, because this is the way that we colour. So when we're colouring in stuff, we always want to paint and draw in the direction of the way that things naturally grow. So for instance, like when I say to the kids when we're painting a sky, you know, if you imagine, how do the clouds move across the sky? Do they go up or down, or do they go side by side? Yes, they go side by side. So when we're doing strokes with the paintbrush, we always go side to side. The same with grass, so we would follow the lines of the grass. And with the tree, which goes up, we would paint it upwards. The leaves, okay, I always ask the kids, like, how do leaves grow? And they kind of go, And it's because they basically just go everywhere. So you can totally freestyle stuff like that. Totally freestyle leaves. But fur on animals, I don't know if you can see my horsey in the background, it's really, really important that you follow the direction of hair growth when you're painting an animal, because that's how you're going to get it to look much more realistic. So obviously the fox has got his tail curled under his head like this. So when you're colouring in, I want you to go this way, this way, this way, so that way, okay, that way. When you're doing the legs, you're going to follow the curve of the legs with your pencil marks and your colouring. So it's going that way, down, 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 like that. And then this is the forehead. It's so funny, every time I try and show you this closer, I get closer too. Not good, because not good. So this is the forehead. Yeah. So you imagine if you've got a dog or a cat at home, go and have a look to see the way that their fur lies, and that's what you're going to do. So it's going to kind of go down like that, down towards its nose. Obviously, its nose is tucked under here. And dogs and cats, when you get down to the nose, they have tiny weeny hairs on their nose. So you're only going to do tiny little marks down by its nose. Longer hairs on the forehead. And then you're kind of doing the direction of the hair growth towards the eye. Can you see that? Towards the eye. That's its head. That's its head. This bit, let's just colour it like that. Obviously I'm doing this in pencil, but that's because I want to show you the lines of the hair growth. Yeah? Can you see? You can pause it right now if you want to actually copy those hair growth directions. So let's do an arrow to show you which way the hairs grow. And then you can pause that one too. Right, arrows. Please take a snapshot of that maybe. As I say, ignore the writing because it's all backwards, that doesn't make any sense. But if you take a snapshot of this, that's how you're going to be colouring in your fox. Watercolour pencils, I have a browny colour, an orange, a red, and like a purpley colour. So those are the ones that you're going to need. You're also going to need some paintbrushes and some water. So I've got a cup of water. You can just grab, like, if you don't have an art jug, then you can just use a cup of tea mug. And yeah, we're going to get colouring with this now, which is cool. So that's the next stage, guys, is colouring in the fox with the watercolour pencils, and I'll show you that in a moment.